Because people literally are like, you like minors. And then here I am. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know anything. He said he wanna freak, but I just wanna eat. I'm always hungry. He tryna make a feast. He wanna buy me out, wanna put me in Gucci. I'm with my baddies if we go into the street.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I wasn't actually expecting to record today because I am exhausted. I just finished my last overnight shift. I'm so glad to be done with that. Some major flooding happened at like 4 in the morning, and nobody would pick up their phone, and I'm just covering a different building than I normally would, so that was pretty terrifying. And I thought that I was just going to take the day off. I thought I was going to be able to rest and relax and not get all worked up. But then I hopped on YouTube to check my notifications, and what do I see? The Tophia archive has so kindly uploaded more of Big Toph, and the thumbnail got me. I'm not going to lie. Tophia keeps changing her sexuality. Crazy work. We're going to have to get into it because this straight white woman can't stop claiming that she's everything under the sun. And with that being said, let's get into this.
What's my typing, guys? I always say someone who is breathing. Studs? Who said that? Who said I like studs?
Oh, God, Toph. We all know you like studs, but we also know that no stud likes you. No stud likes you, Tophiachu. I'm sorry. I hate to say, even my cat's agreeing with me, Toph. Like, what are you gonna do? Even the cat knows.
I had a crush on someone that was a trans woman. I guess you could say I'm kind of pan.
Subscribe if you enjoy, please.
Anyways, hey guys. Oh, thank you for the cowboy hat. Howdy. Welcome. Bro.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Don't give money to her. Don't give Ogre Chew any money. That's just, it's not cute.
I'm so exhausted. And I do not feel good. That's why I despise taking naps, because then I wake up feeling horrible. My nose is peeling. And what's crazy is everyone wants to be a DJ. I legit was a DJ. Well, not really.
Okay, I was about to be like, wow, Tophia actually said something mildly entertaining for once. She actually had a take that was pretty funny, and then she followed it up by saying, well, I was a DJ. Oh my God, Tophiachu, way to remind me to never have faith in anything that you might say, and anything you might say that's funny is going to be funny for an unexpected reason. Okay, we skipped ahead a little bit because she was playing some music, and I don't really want to mess with that, so we're going to pick it up right here.
To guys anymore. I still like both genders. It's just that I don't think I want to date a man next. That's just my preference. We're not going to get into that, but okay. If I could date any...
She says she's not going to get into it, but I guarantee you the next 10 minutes of her talking is going to be talking about her dating preferences, this, that, or the other. I'm calling it now.
Women who would I date? That's a good one. Because I don't want to say so... Well, Meg the Stallion, but I don't want to say someone that doesn't like girls, because that's kind of like... And I've been seeing all these... I can't even... I date Candy, no. There's someone I would date, but people be playing. I'm just...
I had to take a moment there for myself because the stuff that comes out of Tophia's mouth is just so mind-boggling sometimes that it kind of short-circuited my brain. And I don't really fault her for saying Meg the Stallion because I think everyone would go a little crazy for Megan the Stallion. I will say my brief flex, I did get to see Megan the Stallion in concert in Vegas a couple years ago, and it was every bit of amazing as you might think it was. Phenomenal.
Kidding. We're not gonna go there. Sorry. Wow. Shorty Bay. No, not Shorty Bay. I have not.
Damn. I think Shorty Bay is the only one that on the list so far that you might actually have a chance with, Toph.
I met Shorty Bay in real life. I went live with her once. And Shorty Bay's no longer gay. And I wouldn't date Shorty Bay. But, yeah. It's weird because, like, you can't just say that. Because, a celebrity, well, I've never met a celebrity in real life, so. Studs? Who said that? Who said I like studs? Someone did in the comment section. Anyways, like, what I was gonna say is that. Because I remember one time she said she liked girls And then she says she no longer likes girls, or I don't know if she still likes girls. I don't know. But I would never date Shorty Bae. She's too young. Sorry.
Oh God, that's right, Toph. I forget that you're almost in your mid 30s. I forget that you're literally as old as I am, Toph. It's kind of gross, actually. And more to the point, your birthday is like 6 days before mine. So as I was like getting ready to celebrate my birthday with like it's actually kind of super cringe. I was getting all like excited to celebrate my birthday, and then there's like three cows that have birthdays in succession with each other. It's like Toph, Nova, someone else that I can't remember, and then my birthday's like at the tail end of it. And I was just like I felt a little sort of a way about it.
But yeah, I'm just kidding. They had to be older. Oh God.
Oh,
When
wait,
is
wait,
going?
wait, 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 wait. Wait. You're constantly talking about minors, and I learned this actually. I was doing some deep diving on Utopia because I wanted to like get my knowledge up on the lore a little bit. And if I can remember correctly, you've been exposed several times for being predatory towards younger people, especially young Asian men. And if I recall correctly, weren't you in a weird group chat where you were just constantly sympathy baiting about not being able to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend or some shit like that? That's kind of weird, Toph. That's concerning. Trying to throw us off the case, but the internet never forgets, and there's always going to be someone else coming along trying to learn on the lore who's going to bring things back up.
Going on? No, I would not date her. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm just being serious. No, I'm not a star. What? I blocked those accounts that make AI videos because they're creepy. Harmony Sapphire, I don't think I know. I am serious. I would date someone that's way older. I'm not gonna lie. Hello. Like, I would not
You're so desperate. You're so desperate. The desperation is oozing out of the screen.
lie about that. I just say just joking, but I'm not really joking. I'm like being seriously for real. Not an older man because, oh no. I could not date a man that's older. A woman? Yes, of course, but not a man. Yes, I am bi. I'm bi. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, how old do you like them? Old. I always said I would
Young. She likes them young. She likes young Asian men.
date someone 3 years older, but then I'm not gonna get into that. But how old is Queen Cheryl? Because okay, it depends. Okay, and to be honest, I'm not gonna make fun of Queen Cheryl because she had trauma, you guys, and you had to understand people that were in situations because she was in a DV situation, right? People that are in situations, they age a lot older because of their situation. She's been through a lot. That's why she looks the
I kind of want to get like a Tofia point of view and see what it looks like to view the world through her hair strands.
way she looks. People make fun of her looks, but yeah, when you've been through trauma, yeah, it really ages you badly. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't even know how old Queen Cheryl is, but like 20 years. Let's just put it that way. And I'm talking older, not younger. For those of you that are probably gonna, I have to preference that, not younger, older. Anyways,
Yeah, for those of us who are going to call you out on your bullshit because you have a preference towards younger people, a predatory preference, and you've been exposed for it many times, like I just said, yes, Tofia, people are going to come out of the woodwork to call you out on that. It's disgusting. Your behavior is reprehensible.
you know, it's just like people just make fun of people, and you really gotta be careful. Dude, who's Nate and Paige? I think I've seen Nate and Paige, but I don't really remember. I think I have seen them. I like Somber. Like, and it's so funny too because people literally are like, "You like minors," and then here I am. Well,
Tofia, that was literally the worst attempt at throwing people off the trail ever. from the moment you started talking about preferring older people, I knew that it was a distraction tactic. I don't know the proper terminology, and I should probably look it up before I start speaking on it. But everyone who just heard you say that knows beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're just trying to distract people from the fact that you do like minors. Because if you didn't, and that wasn't your goal, then you wouldn't have felt the need to say any of that.
Disgusting!
That's literally weird. Just because I made videos and like people bring up these old videos, I was not age playing. It's just like anyone that makes videos, I don't think anything of it. So I
Geez, Toph, that kind of sounds like you're into age play. Also, why do you pick your nose so frequently on camera? That's bothering me. And I didn't pick up on it at first, but after sitting here for this long now watching you on camera, I've noticed that you scratch and pick your nose near constantly. Also to the point where other creators are parodying your videos, they make it a point to scratch their nose multiple times. It's super weird. Why do you do that? Is it a nervous tick? Is your nose constantly itchy? Man. Oh man, why am I getting so heated about this?
just made videos. And it wasn't an age play video. It was a video of from the Rugrats, and it was Angelica, and I had put pigtails in my ear and my head. And then I had like this bunny. There's this girl, and I don't even know how to feel about it because what do I say to that? Because people cosplay all the time, right? And I understand.
But I've never seen a Rugrats cosplay before. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little. I mean, maybe if it was like Reptar.
That people look like characters and they dress up because, like, you know, when you think of cosplay, you think of like people at Disney, right? That are workers. You know, like they
No?
dress up, but
No? When I think of cosplay, I think of extremely talented artists pouring their heart and soul into creating something that emulates one of their favorite characters in media. I don't think of Disney. That's like I would I think that's like a whole different that's like costume acting, isn't it? Like I'm kind of ignorant on that. I don't want to speak too much on it, but I do think that the people who work in the costumes in Disney are not cosplayers. They're like professionals.
then I was thinking regular people. When do you draw the line? Because there's this girl that went viral for the most sexualized. She said she has the most sexualized makeup look, and it was her dressing up as Penelope or whatever her name is, from Wreck-It Ralph. And she was like, yeah, I'm cosplay as an 8-year-old, but I was like, you're a grown adult. And then I was thinking about it because it's cosplay.
That is super weird. Also, why is that popping up on your For You page? TikTok is the one thing that I do be scrolling on. I'm not gonna lie. I scroll on TikTok for sure. But my For You page is not at all like that. That's concerning. And I would say that about anyone whose For You page that popped up on. That's concerning. You train the algorithm based off of the activity that you have on these apps. So if your algorithm is showing you adults sexualizing young children, I think that's a bit of a you problem, Toph. That's really concerning.
Right? But is it okay for a grown adult to dress up as a child? What's okay and what's acceptable? Because, of course, obviously she was not sexualizing the character because it was her top half, but it's just like the character is 8 and you're older, so that's where
I think the fact that you even have to ask that question is concerning. Everything about this is super concerning to me, Tophiachu. No, me personally, straight the fuck up, I do not think it is appropriate for an adult to be cosplaying as a child character. I think that that is wildly inappropriate.
kind of get confused, like what's. I know someone keeps saying there's no right and wrong, but like what's acceptable and what's not acceptable, if that makes sense. That's my question, because I'm just like confused where the line is drawn. She wasn't sexualizing the character, she wasn't doing anything wrong, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just confused. Hi, Josie. I'm pro-choice. No, there's a audio from Rugrats where that I used where it's like there's an audio, not that one. There's another audio Not the one where it says butterflies and rainbows. Or I don't even know if that's the one. But there's one. Sorry, I thought my zipper was there.
Oh, Tophia, why are you scratching your belly button on camera and then immediately going to scratch your nose? What the heck?
There's one that is from Rugrats that's like, I got sponsorabilities now, and they're like sponsored tilleries. What sponsored tilleries or something like that? 'Cause they can't say words properly. It's the Rugrats. That's the one I was talking about.
All right. She basically just went on a big nothing burger rant and just kept playing copyrighted music the entire time. So I skipped ahead a little bit. I think the relevant bits of that happened. I think it's pretty obvious that Tophia and Gabriel Gage Play have something in common.
I'm 32. I can't lie about my age because it'll be on famous birthdays. Famous birthdays doesn't let you lie about your age. Oh my god, are we gonna get into the Mariah Carey thing? Because look, whatever my mom posted, I'm not even gonna, because I bought one a while back. No, the reason why people mention Mariah Carey is my mom posted a picture that I had taken of myself, and she put it next to Mariah Carey. Basically, I don't know. It was a thing my mom did. That's why it's being brought up. My nose is super itchy.
What? Where's the substance to that? Why did she take a picture? Why did it go viral? Is the picture hilarious? Like, there's so many questions there. Like, your answers are total nothing burgers. It's so frustrating, Tophia. I don't want to have to go search up everything. Like, sometimes you should just give the receipts on yourself, Toph. Come on.
Geo? Who's Geo? I made a video about a Geo, but I can't even remember what the video was about. Oh, yes I do, I think. I'm not gonna sell it. Anyways, happy birthday. Oh, if you guys do want any specialized messages, remember I'm on Cameo. You can pay for specialized messages. If you leave me now.
L cameo plug. That was the weakest cameo plug ever. Also, let it be known, don't go to Tophia and give her low effort money if you're doing cameos. You really gonna support that? That's not cute.
You take away the biggest part. Away the biggest part.
Stop it. Get some help.
Because I was in love with a woman. That's how I found out. That's how I found out. I'm upset I can't even go anywhere. It's okay. Eventually I will. I'm pro-choice when it comes to abortion. Okay, so, I'm going to... Oh, I hope they're not on here, because then they'll know. But, okay.
You are 32 years old, Tophiachu. Stop. Do better. Do better. Stop acting like a fucking child.
So, I really hope. Well, they're on here. Oh well. So I had a crush on someone that was a trans woman. Wow, that's out there. First,
No, not even remotely. We all know you have a huge problem with tokenization and fetishization. No. Stop. Do better, Tophia. I'm not going to stand for you fetishizing marginalized communities anymore. This is
yeah. So then after that, so there's that. Then after that, yeah, I fell in love with a older woman, and there's that. So Lily Tino, no, this person is not. Well, they have a social media, but they're not really on social media. Not Lily Tino. It's someone that I know in my personal life.
Oh my god, Toph, you don't even when you get upset about I'm sorry, Lily Tino is fucking frying me. Whoever said that has such a great sense of humor. Holy shit. But she can't even respond to it properly. She's not even being like, oh no, Lily Tino is a terrible human being. We shouldn't support her, blah, 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 blah. No, she's just like, no, it's not this person, it's somebody else. Oh my God, Tophia. And to say, oh, I had a crush on them, but then I fell in love with another woman, but you're still acting low-key, high-key, actually. You're acting high-key desperate, like desperate for any attention, and I don't understand why. You should be putting this effort into yourself, not trying to find a relationship. Because do you really think that someone's just gonna find you, fall in love with you, save you, and pull you off the streets? That shit doesn't happen. And if it did, it wasn't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen to you, Toph. Let's be fucking realistic.
So, yeah. So, yeah. Who is Songbird? What? What are you even talking about? It's nobody online that you guys know. This is someone in my personal life. So, yeah, and then it just went from there. So, I found her attractive, and then it went from there.
Oh my
And then
God,
at that
stop.
point, I had been.
Stop smearing your hand all over your face. Tophia, I feel like I'm admonishing a child. You're gonna break out. It's bad for your skin. When was the last time you washed your hands? Holy shit, Tophia, come on now.
Basically slightly realized, but I was still kind of just confused. Well, not confused, because I was trying to understand why I was attracted to a trans woman. And I was trying to understand that. And, then after that, the other thing happened, and then, yeah. So that's how I know.
What? None of that made sense. You were trying to figure out why you were attracted to a trans woman, and then the other thing happened, and yeah, that's how you know. That's a near direct quote. That makes no fucking sense, Tophia. What are you getting at? Why can't you just speak plainly? Like, you're controversy baiting at this point.
You don't really believe me, but
No, no one does.
and it's not just because I'm going along with it because the other person's going along. Not in, how do I explain it? Like, if people are gonna say, oh, like, you're going along with, no, because that doesn't make sense. I don't know how to say it. So, no, pansexual people, like, anybody, and it's not, I guess you could say I'm kind of pan, but to be honest, that was only like a one-time thing. I don't know if I could, and I'm not gonna be rude and say, oh, I would never date a trans person. People are people, right? But for me, I know I'm bisexual because I like both genders. But I don't want to be one of those people that's like, that was just like the only trans person I liked. So,
God, Tophia, just keep digging the hole. Actually, I would heavily advise you to put the shovel down and stop digging, but we all know you're not going to. You're making yourself sound super ignorant. Oh my God.
you know what I mean? I don't know. An old lady to pay my bills, hot. That's funny. Free. First of all,
Yet you say that with a smile on your face because you know that's exactly what you're after. That's exactly what you want. That's all you want is someone old that's attractive to you that will pay your bills and let you do whatever you want and not have to do anything in return. But that doesn't exist for you, Tophia. That doesn't exist for hardly anyone.
Call back. You're in love with me? Said that. Oh. No, I'm not in a car. That's how I knew, basically. Because someone asked me, like, okay, so, so to you guys, yeah, how I knew was because I was in love with a woman. But before then, I've kind of, even, like, in my middle 20s, I believe 24, 25, I don't know. I've had thoughts of being with women, and at first I didn't really think anything of it, right? Yeah, I don't even remember what I said to that other person, but online, because recently having strong feelings towards another woman is how I knew, but it was probably before then, but that's what made me realize, like, hey, because you just can't tell yourself, like, oh, I'm not bi, but then, you have these strong feelings towards this woman. how do you, I was like trying to understand that, and so that's where we are. I heard that it's a sin. I heard I was going to hell. I heard all of that. It's nothing new. No, I don't like Trisha Paytas. Actually, I unfollowed her. A free house or a free restaurant? What? I don't know who that is.
Why would you read that out loud, Tophia? Oh my god, your comments are cooking you so bad. A free restaurant is crazy. I love it. You guys are my heroes. Everyone who trolls the cows in their live streams is my absolute hero. That shit is frying me. That's so funny.
Kind of. I don't really listen to BTS as much anymore. And there's controversy around BTS, so I don't even know. Because of their new album, which I haven't even heard their new album. Yeah. It's just, okay, so for me, I've just been trying to process my feelings. It's like up and down because, you know, there are certain things that I can't say online because it's like private. And I don't want to put all of that out there because between me and other people, that's private and I don't want to share that information. I didn't have a relationship. I've never been in a relationship. I've never dated anyone. But for me, it's just been trying to process that because it's like ups and downs.
It's so funny to me that half of your content is bullying people, but the other half of your content is your search for love, your quest for a relationship, and how often you're talking about, oh, I had a crush on this person, oh, I'm in love with that person, oh, I would date this person, oh, this, that, or the other. It's so interesting to me that at the end of the day, you still have never been in a relationship. And that's so telling. That's so telling that I genuinely think, like, even Cyrax had someone who genuinely cared about him for a little bit. Of course, he ruined it by cheating on them and sending goblin pics to people, but even Cyrax has been able to find legitimate and true relationships. And you haven't, Tophia. Like, that is crazy to me. And we all know that you're so desperate that you would likely throw yourself at someone if they gave you attention, but you're so, I hate to say it, you're so repulsive that no one, just no one wants that.
If that makes sense. When it comes to like, I get discouraged a lot of the time too, because for me, I'm a hopeless romantic. So when something doesn't work out or something happens, it really affects me. Like, you know, I understand, like, people be like, well, you need.
And that's honestly not a good thing, Tophia. You should have a bit more self-worth. You should decentralize relationships and love from your life and stop using that as your reason for moving forward. I know that it's difficult. I had to do that too. Like, genuinely, I will admit to having some pretty significant trauma surrounding love and relationships and stuff like that. And I went through some pretty awful things and I had to decentralize love and relationships from my life. And while it was hard, it's been great. And I'm so glad that I did that. I've been able to live my life far freer from any negative emotions and not having to worry about so many different things, and just truly, I can't recommend decentralizing love and relationships from your life more to anyone, not even just you, Tophia, anyone.
I am worried about housing, but I've never went on a date. I've never been in a relationship. And it's just something that I've always wanted, if that makes sense. And not because someone gives me attention. People, like, to me, it's a whole different thing. People be like, oh, you just like the person because they give you. No, not at all. Like, it's someone's personality. Hey, it's not about looks. A little bit, but not really. You know, because you can't say it's not completely about looks. But it's more so someone's personality. How they treat you and just how they are as a person and how they carry them.
Exactly. And I think that that is a huge reason why you've never been in a relationship before, Tophia. You have a terrible personality. You are not a good human being. You are an animal abuser. You are attracted to minors. Like, you have a lot of controversy, you bully people, you're confrontational, I would go so far as you're very self-obsessed. I don't know if I would say that you're narcissistic, but you do have like a overinflated sense of self-worth for sure. Nobody wants to date that. A relationship is a collaborative effort between two people. It requires work and communication, two things that you are very bad at. I don't see you actually getting into a relationship ever. And it's truly as a result of your own actions and your own inability to grow and change and release your ego a little bit, dude.
Themselves. And that's something that I really look at. You know what I mean? Like, how do you carry yourself? And, people could be going through things which I understand. And, I'm like, wow, how do you... No, I haven't seen him in a long time. I don't know where he's at, so... Just a lot of things, a lot of emotions, and I'm trying not to get upset. I'm trying to process everything because,
I want to touch on that. I know I keep pausing it, but it's really bugging me. She says that she's just trying to process all of this stuff, but I don't think that she should be doing this on a live stream, Tophia. The internet is not your therapist. We're not the void for you to scream out into and get all your answers back. Like, this is something you need to be in therapy for. You need to be talking about this with a professional, not posting. Like, this is your private information and like mental health stuff, and you're just posting it on the internet. And it would be one thing if you were a less controversial figure and you were like posting about your struggles and your journey to like hopefully help other people, but you're not taking steps to better yourself. You're not actually trying to get better or go through a journey. You're just complaining, you're just ranting, you just want to be able to talk about your problems and get sympathy from people. It's disgusting, it's deplorable.
My brother is not live, and sometimes I get reminded that he's dead. And it's not even just that, it's just being away from my mom, not having a place to live, not being able to enjoy things, like...
Tophia, all of those things are your fault. You are the reason why those things are the way that they are, and you alone can change that.
Go out with my mom. I haven't seen my dad in years, and that's difficult, because he's out there in the streets, and he has...
You've said so many times you don't care about him.
Medication, and then people think, oh, you just don't care, you abandoned him. I didn't abandon him, it's just hard. Because it's just like, why don't you care to get yourself help? You can only help a person.
He can't. He has schizophrenia or some other really awful condition, and you and Mommachu are the reasons. Like, you intentionally underdosed him and then caused him to go slip back into psychosis or whatever the fuck he's dealing with. It's your fault, Tophia. Once again, every misfortune in your life is a direct result of your actions.
So much. Sorry, my eye is burning. Jesus Christ. It's a lot of things, like, on top of everything else, but my eye's, like, burning. But it just sucks. I try not to listen to what people say because it's negativity, but it really greatly does affect me. Even the days are brighter when someone you love's beside you. I think I might have played this song, but I don't know. Well, you wouldn't know if I didn't care about my dad. How would you know? Just
because you've said it, because you've gone on record on stream saying that you don't care about him, that he's made his choices, etc., etc. You've disavowed all responsibility of yourself, and you like genuinely, and honestly, if you really cared about any of your family, you would be doing things way differently than you are. The only person you care about is yourself. All you want is a comfortable place to lay down, electronics to play games on and have fun with, soda, and something DoorDashed directly to your fucking bedside, Tophia.
Some post that I said, just because I said like I'm done does not mean that I don't care. There's only so much you can do for someone before they don't want the help. I'm not gonna sit there. My dad has been on and off his medication for a while, right? Like, my dad gets into moments where he hasn't taken his medication, and it's been like that throughout most of my life, and there's only so much I can do before I can say, hey, I'm done. I'm a grown adult. I gotta take care of my mom and myself. There's only so much I can do. You guys have never lived with someone with bipolar just to understand just how hard it is. They just
Oh,
stop
he's
taking their
bipolar.
medication at
Okay.
some points, and then you're stuck. You're stuck at a point where you can only do so much.
All right, y'all. We're actually going to call it there. Sorry for the abrupt stop, but she started playing more copyrighted music, and then I just went through the last 5 minutes of the archived stream, and it was just nothing burger. There was nothing interesting or funny to talk about. But with that, it is the first time that I have managed to sit through an entire archived stream. I did skip through parts of it, of course, but you know what? I'm still proud of myself for making it this far. I'm proud of you for making it this far. If you have made it this far, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'm so grateful for all of your support. Thank you guys so much for showing up for me in the comments, talking, discussing all sorts of things. You guys give me so much motivation to do this, and I promise that I'm doing my best to kind of up the quality. I'm trying not to just pump out videos for you guys. I really want to give you something that you can listen to and enjoy. I'm doing research on ways that I can make my content a bit more entertaining. I'm trying to fix my vocal fry a little bit, and I don't know if any of you have noticed, but sometimes I inhale pretty heavily. Oh, I just did it right there. I'm trying to be more conscious of that too. But yeah, thank you guys so much for everything. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm finally done with night shift, so regular uploads are going to be happening. I'm going to start setting them as premieres. We're going to be able to hang out and have fun. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is the first time I'm going to ask this, and if you've gotten to this point, if you would pretty please mind just hitting that like button for me. If you haven't subscribed already, maybe pressing that too. It really helps me in the algorithm, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and have a great day.